What's up, YouTube family? Welcome back to JAZZIE. I'm your girl Jazz, and I'm back with another video. Alright, y'all. So today I'm going to be getting into 5 facts you should know before starting your locks. Yes. So this is a video I'm excited about. I know there are a lot of people out there who wants to start their locks, but they may be kind of scared, may be kind of skeptical, or just have some general questions about locks. So this video is for you, to provide you with information to let you know, what are you getting yourself into before you decide to start your locks. So let's go ahead and get into that. So just a disclaimer, you will see your girl looking down quite a bit because I don't remember everything. So your girl gotta write it down. So yeah, that's where all of my knowledge is going to be coming from. I wrote it down. My memory is not the best, so let's go ahead and get into it. So number 1, lock your hair because you want to do it. Not because you've seen this girl at the store who got locks, her locks look good, and you're expecting to lock your hair to look exactly like hers. Or you have this homeboy at work who got long locks, mature locks. You see his hair, you want your hair to look just like his. No, you have to lock your hair because you want to. Everybody's lock journey will be different. Everyone's hair will look different. Everyone's locks will look different. So you have to do it for you and because you genuinely want to do it. Of course, we see other people's hair, we get inspired by it, and that may encourage you to want to lock your hair, but just know your hair is not going to look exactly like theirs, and your journey is your journey. So just do it because it's something that you genuinely want to do. That's my number 1 thing to let you know before starting your locks. Number 2, do your research on the type of locks you would like. Because once you start them, of course you can take them out and start again, but you want to be sure, so you won't have to just keep starting over and over again. You want to be sure that the locks that you have done is what you really like. For example, you have traditional locks, which is what I have. You have sister locks, they're pretty small. You have brother locks, which are a little bit bigger than sister locks. You have micro locks, which is a little bit bigger than sister and brother locks. You have freeform. And if you're not completely comfortable with your locks, you can also start with fox locks. And that's basically like getting long. It kind of reminds you of box braids, but it will be locks instead, a certain type of hair they use. So you can do fox locks. Or you can do instant locks, which is basically what it's called. You get locks instantly. Of course, you still have to go through the locking process. Your hair still have to lock inside the instant lock, but it will give you more of the lock look right away instead of having to go through the, I don't call it the ugly phase, I call it the awkward phase, because there's nothing ugly about your locking process. Locks are a beautiful thing, so I call it the awkward phase. So you want to be able to know exactly what type of locks you want before you decide to lock your hair. It's very important to make sure you do your research on it. Make sure you provide a person with information on the type of locks you would like to have on your loctician, or if you're doing it yourself, be able to look into what type of lock you would like to have. Also, what's very important is the parting method. You have the diamond type of parts. You have the square type. You have what I call the grab and go, which means you just pull a section and then you just lock it that way. And then you also have the crescent type of shape. So you want to be able to look into the parting style just to make sure your parts look the way that you want them to look, and just to make sure your sides look the way that you want them to look. As I stated, it's okay to start over. You may not be happy with the set of locks that you have and you want to start over, but to prevent that from happening over and over again, I just say it's best to do your research in the beginning just to make sure you're totally comfortable with your set of locks. Thank God for me, I was able to get it right my first go round. This is the only set I have ever had, and I mentioned in my previous video that I have been locked for 2 years, and it's about to be 2 months. So yeah. Number 3, some days are going to be hard, meaning you may wake up and your locks right here, over there, back here, they everywhere. Have one little lock in the front, won't stay down, and it's gonna make you frustrated. For my ladies, I definitely understand that how that can be frustrated, because we're taught by society, you know, to always look your best. Your hair should be polished. You don't want anyone judging you, but you just have to understand it's a process that you're going through, and it's gonna be okay. It's a part of the Starterlocs phase, and we all have been through it. What I did, honey, I put my big old little hoop earrings on, put my lip gloss on. I need some more lip gloss too. Hold on 1 second. Put my lip gloss on and kept it moving. And it was definitely hard for me because I worked at the time at a state job. You know the mean lady who y'all call it the DMV, the mean people at DMV who take you on the road test? Yeah, that was me, but I was a nice DMV lady. We call it DDS, but most people call us the DMV. Department of Driver Services is what I work, but most people call it Department of Motor Vehicle. It don't matter, it's all the same. But I worked in that setting, so you have to look professional at all times. And it was really hard, you know, having locks during that time. Having to come in, having bad hair days, having my hair be everywhere, having to deal with customers, having to worry about people saying, well, you know, well, what you doing to your hair? You know, just that weird stage. But it comes with it. It's okay. Some days are going to be harder than others, but you have to be patient and just realize it's part of the locking process, and you're going through this for a reason. What I did when I first got my Starterlocs installed, I had it done into a style. My hair was long enough to be able to get it into a style. So I did, you know, 2 braids at first, just until I was comfortable a little bit. But eventually got to the point where, you know, I didn't care. I wanted to enjoy my whole lock experience and appreciate the whole experience. So I became comfortable enough, and I just began to wear my hair out. And it wasn't bad, you know. You're going to have frizz. Your hair is going to be frizzy, but you just have to let your hair do what it's going to do. Meaning, your hair's gonna be frizzy, which means, oh, no, I need to go get me a retwist, but I just had one recently. No, you do not want to retwist your hair often. The more you retwist your hair, you know, it can cause breakage. You want to keep your hands out your hair as much as possible so it can go ahead on and lock. Frizz is good. That means your hair is beginning to bud and it's doing what it needs to do to go ahead and lock. So you don't want to just keep running to your loctician, or, you know, running to the bathroom yourself and twisting your hair every time it don't look good. It's part of the process. You just have to be confident and just know that this is going to be over with pretty soon. Just think of the ending process. So that's number 3 for you. Number 4. So this is going to be a hard one. I'm just going to let you know. Your family and your friends may not support your locks at first. Let me say it again. Your family and your friends may not support your locks at first. Meaning, it's Christmas time, you're going around the family, you already kind of feel awkward not knowing what they're gonna say about your locks. You may have somebody, you may have that one cousin say,
hey cuz, what you doing with your hair?
Or you may have your grandma,
baby, what's going on with your hair?
You gotta be confident, you gotta be strong and realize your family is not gonna support your hair. They don't, not everybody family, because some family members are more open, especially if you're already coming from a family that has locks. But if you're coming from a family who's not used to locks, who does not have anyone in their family with locks, and you're the first one, it's going to take them some time to adjust to. They may say negative things at first. They may not support it. But you just have to be strong and just realize that it's just part of the process, and eventually they'll get it. Eventually they'll learn how to accept your locks. At first it was kind of weird for me. My mom was understanding with my locks. You can tell she kind of didn't understand it a little bit, but she was trying to be as understanding as possible. And you know, had some people who would be negative. Oh, why you want to like your hair? You got all that pretty hair. You got a good grade of hair. Why you want to like your hair? It's not about a grade of hair. I'm liking my hair for me. It's something that I genuinely want to do. I feel like locks are beautiful, and that's what I want to do. And the same ones who would say to me, well, why you liking your hair? Or the same ones now.
Come here. I thought about liking my hair. What's the best way I should do it?
Oh, you're interested now. Yeah, so that would happen. The same ones who said, don't do it, why you liking your hair? You know your hair is going to be stuck like that forever. Are the same ones in the future once you get some mature locks, once they start growing, once they start looking, you know, once you can start styling and doing different things to it, they'll be the ones who asking you and inquiring about getting their hair like that themselves. So, you know, just stay positive. Just realize it's part of the experience. You're going to get negative comments, but I know it's easier said than done, but let it roll off. Number 5, you're going to need patience. I know I've been saying that all throughout the video, but it's so true. You need patience with your lock journey because it's a process. It's a beautiful process. You're going to enjoy it all in the end, and you'll look back and you'll be appreciative about what you went through to get through your lock journey. You need patience. Don't be looking every day at your length trying to see how much your hair done grew. Don't be getting on Instagram typing in lock journey or typing in lock tags to look at other people's locks and compare your hair to theirs, because everybody's journey is going to look different. Everybody's hair is going to look different. Everybody's texture is going to be different. Somebody's hair may lock in 3 months. Somebody's hair may lock in 1 year. You cannot compare your journey to anyone. You have to realize that it takes time and it takes patience. Once you forget about it and just keep going on your day-to-day life, getting your retwists whenever it's time, and just stop paying attention to it, before you know it, your hair be locked. Time been on flew by, and you will be so appreciative that you was patient with your journey. So yeah, so whatever way you decide to start them, don't let people shame you into thinking if you don't want to start them with them being out, is something wrong with you, and that you should just enjoy the journey. Because yes, I started mine with a protective style, but eventually I transitioned to wearing them out, and I was okay with that. But you may have somebody else who may want to do instant locks, or may want to keep fox locks in until their hair is ready for that. And it's okay. Just whatever works best for you, whatever you're comfortable with. And just remember to enjoy the journey. It's going to be worth it in the end. And I want to see you all come back to my video and say, hey, Jazz, you was right. I got through this journey, and I'm very excited with my hair journey. So if you're able to get through all these things that I told you, if you're prepared to do all of this that I told you, then go ahead and start your locks. And I wish you the best of luck. All right, so I got more content coming for you all. If you like what you saw here, go ahead and give your girl a big old thumbs up. Go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know what else you want to see me do on this channel. I got more lock videos coming for you. Got more tips coming for you. And I'll catch you all next time. Deuces.